in pole position, already secured that top spot with wins over Japan and India. Malaysia already out of it, so Japan and India through to the next stage as well. The top three going through, they will play for second place later on today. It's game day 3 of the 2015 FIBA Asia Championship here in Changsha. Iran, the champions in the Philippines 2 years ago, looking to continue a successful start to the defense of their crown here against a Malaysian team that struggled in recent years and is already set to finish bottom of the group here in 2015. Analyst Joaquim Henson alongside me, Tim Long. What can we expect from this one here today?
I think it's going to be a lot of experimentation on the part of Iran, the defending champion. Malaysia coming off 2 blowout losses. Malaysia lost to India by 29 points and to Japan by 71 points. You can't expect too much from Malaysia. Their top scorer, Ivan Yo, is injured with a sprained ankle, not able to play in this game. As you now see the player introductions for the defending champion Iran team. Mahdi Kamrani, one of the top 3 players of Iran. We all know that Haddadi has been a dominant force for Iran for many years, and Nika Barami getting his offensive game slowly coming along, coming off an injury. Barami had 12 points last time out for Iran when they beat India 88-66. Good to see him back in the groove. But in this particular game, Tim, I expect to see a lot of the reserves getting playing minutes, getting playing time, testing their mettle in terms of offense and defense. And Coach Dirk Barman has done an excellent job in whipping together a cohesive team made up of role players. Forget about the superstars, Haddadi and Kamrani and Barami. These guys are now all role players working under Dirk Barman's system. Now you have the Malaysian team being introduced one after the other. Key players to watch: Ma, wearing number 20, he had 11 points last time out for Malaysia against Japan, 3 out of 9 from 3-point distance. And then you have number 8 player Chu, he had 10 points against Japan. And their Filipino coach, Paul Advincula, he says Malaysia's in a rebuilding mode, looking forward to 2017 when Kuala Lumpur hosts the Southeast Asian Games.
This game coming up, first we'll pause for the national anthem, starting with Iran.
Please remain standing for the national anthem of Malaysia.
Following on from the victory in the final over the host, the Philippines 2 years ago, Iran have started the defense of their title impressively. An emphatic 86-48 victory over Japan followed by an 88-66 win over a talented India team. Malaysia have suffered 2 hefty defeats so far by 29 points against India on the opening day, and without star player Ivan Yeo yesterday going down by a colossal 71 to Japan. There'll be fears of a similar outcome for them today, but Iran set to use the full extent of their roster, and Malaysia will want to keep fighting and go down with a fight as they exit the competition. Alongside me, our expert analyst Joachim Henson will guide you through the team rosters and the starting 5s here on game day 3.
Coach Dirk Barman for Iran team has done an excellent job in whipping together a very cohesive team. As you see, our referees for this game from Lebanon, from Chinese Taipei, and from China. You know, the wonderful thing about Iran is that the key players have bought into the system that Coach Dirk Barman has introduced. It's a system that's very European in style. And talking to Coach Barman, he was saying that it really hasn't been too much of an adjustment for him to coach in Asian basketball, because in the West Asian countries, there's a lot of European style of play. As you take a look at the Iran team, again, we were talking about the big 3, Kamrani, Ehadadi, Barami, number 7 player, number 14, number 15. But the leading scorer of this team has been Hassan Daze. He's been getting a lot of playing time, playing center. And there you are, the first 5 for Iran. Jamshidi has been starting, and he creates a lot of problems for the opposition because of his outside sniping and his all-court hustle. He's a great addition to this team, very young player, saying that he's the next, or the heir apparent to Barami in terms of the star status that Barami has enjoyed. And now we take a look at the Malaysian roster. Again, we were talking about the key players who contributed in their last game against Japan. Number 8 player Chu, number 20 player Ma. Undersized team, not too many tall players in the lineup of Malaysia. They're going to be relying on quickness. Take a look at their starting lineup. Chu is right there, Ma is right there, number 20. Quickness, and I think they'll also try to make sure that they protect their possessions, because that was a big problem for them in losing to Japan. That particular contest, they gave up 32 turnover points to Japan. They had 26 turnovers. What about the assist-to-turnover ratio? Malaysia, 5 assists and 26 huge turnovers in losing to Japan by 71 points.
And Malaysia, of course, missing their star scorer as well. That had a huge impact as they went down by that incredible margin of 71 points to Japan yesterday. They're having to do without him again, and there's several on those on that bench in those Malaysian jerseys who will want to go out on a high. You can see they're sitting there with smiles on their faces,
That's
enjoying
right, yes.
the experience, and they'll get to enjoy going up against the reigning Asian champions today.
Well, the mindset here is nothing to lose. Enjoy the game. They're up against the defending champions. And going to be very, very difficult to even try to keep pace with Iran. But Malaysia's going to be out there testing their new guns, testing their young talent. Coach Advincula looking to rebuild, looking at the future with his team.
So many big hitters for Iran. Malaysia have already suffered the knockout blow. They get to play one more game before flying home.
What we've noticed about Iran is that Coach Barman has been using different combinations on the floor, experimenting. He starts off with Ehadadi, and then Kardust and Hassan Daze have come in combination to spell Hadadi. And here in this starting 5 for Coach Barman, Ehadadi is not on the floor. And Kardust is going to be starting here for Iran.
We're already in China for the first game on game day 3 at the 2015 FIBA Asia Championship. Myself, Tim Long, alongside analyst Joachim Henson, ready to talk you through the action in Changsha, around the 3rd most successful nation in the history of the competition and the most successful in recent times. 3 gold medals in the last 4 tournaments, taking on a Malaysian team playing in the tournament for the 24th time A couple of Final Four finishes to their name, but nothing but struggles in recent times, and that has continued here in 2015. It's a great opportunity today to see the strength in depth of Iran and a Malaysian team, a young Malaysian team, looking to start off strong here and looking to gain experience and come back stronger next time around.
Well, taking the first shot of the game, Malaysia from the outside, and Barami missing his first attempt. Barami had 12 points last time out for India. He's been struggling offensively. Only hit 38% from the floor in that game against India.
A couple of quick misses for Malaysia. Ma off the mark. We're still waiting for the first score. Kamrani bringing the ball over half court for Iran. Barami moves it on. Hassan Zada, or rather Yakchali, I beg your pardon, throws it away. So third opportunity for Malaysia. They look to score the first basket. Can't get it to go off the glass.
A good opportunity there for Malaysia. Going down the middle and attacking, challenging the inside defense, but not getting the space.
Iran have been stopped again here. Another turnover from Yakchali.
Now this combination on the floor for Dick Barman, well, he's using Yakchali here as a starter. Usually coming off the bench.
Offensive rebound tip straight into the hands of Jamshidi. Looking to burst down court, and there's the first score of the game. It comes from Kamrani.
Coming from a pass, Kamrani scoring. He's been offense-minded lately. Kamrani usually the facilitator, the man who gets things going offensively, but he has been looking to score in the first two games of Iran.
Iran looking to score themselves again. Nikhil Barami goes all the way himself and doubles the advantage to 4. Indeed, Kamrani 13 points yesterday, 6 of 11 from the field.
Well, the big challenge here for Malaysia is that not only do they have to contend with the size of Iran, but Iran also has that quickness.
And here they come again with that quickness down court. Nice pass, the hesitation, and the foul. Speaking about the difficulties for Malaysia, they have had a couple of good looks early on in this one. Not yet been able to get on the board.
Here's the ball fake by Jamshidi, who plays very similar in style to Nika Barami. And when you have Jamshidi and Barami playing together for Iran, you've got two players who can hit from the outside, who can slash, who can pass the ball, put the ball on the floor. They do many things on the floor here for Iran.
That one drops for Jamshidi. We knew it was going to be a huge challenge for Malaysia. They have started going down by 6.
And again, for Malaysia, the key here is to keep that ball moving. Closely guarded, almost a 5-second violation.
They pick it off again with Jamshidi.
3-on-1
pass
looking
break. For an early charge as Yakchali comes forward and he's fouled.
You see the pressure defense on Iran, creating a turnover situation and then fueling the transition attack on the other end.
So Iran back to the line with Yakchali. 7.1 points per game, 3.3 rebounds per game at last year's Asia Cup, played at the World Cup as well.
And a rare opportunity for him to start for Iran. Last time out, coming off the bench, 5 points in 9 minutes of play. Yakchali playing the two-guard spot for
Great
Iran.
Opportunity for one of their young players to get big minutes, only 20 years of age. Iran have started with an 8-0 run in the opening 2.5 minutes.
And this pressure defense being applied here by Iran coach Dick Barman, experimenting with a combination of Yakchali and Kamrani. And there you go. That turnover again.
Kamrani quickly down court and flipped up and in by Nikhil Barami. It's a 10-0 run to start the game for the reigning champions.
Cardouz has hardly raised a sweat here because that ball has hardly even gone close to the basket here from Malaysia.
Let's see if Malaysia can finally get on the board, and they can. After missing the opening 5 shots, they get going. Kamrani looking to prod and probe, turns it over this time. A chance for back-to-back baskets for Malaysia. They've got a
2-on-1
good
situation.
opportunity here as Tong pulls up for the three. Can't hit.
Iran looking to create some pace here in their attack. Kamrani setting the table as usual as a point guard.
Driving into the paint, lovely move, can't finish. Grabbed by Kwan.
And look at Kamrani, quick hands, very active in the defense.
Nice move that from Nikal Balrami, and the lead back to 10 for Iran.
Hardly any challenge that time as far as Malaysia's defense is concerned. Another steal from Iran.
To a certain extent, they're creators of their own downfall here early on, and Jamshidi puts it in with a chance at a three-point play. It's a nightmare start for Malaysia.
Kamrani with a dish and Barami with the basket. You know, we were talking about the change of style here of Kamrani being more offense-minded than usual. Last time out, Iran against India, Kamrani had 13 points, only 2 assists. You usually see him passing the ball a lot more to his teammates. Coach Dirk Barman looking for Kamrani to be an offensive option as well down the road here in the FIBA Asia Championships.
Points going on the wrong side initially. On the score strap at the bottom of your screen, Iran now up by 11.
Mishandling possession. Again, the defensive pressure coming from Iran, creating that turnover. You'll want to see some ball screens here for Malaysia because obviously the defense is quite large as far as Iran is concerned. They've got the big size advantage, so you need to be able to screen off each other to be able to open up looks, whether from the outside or from the inside.
6 turnovers in 4.5 minutes for Malaysia. Iran looking to make them pay again, can't this time.
That's a typical Iranian play set up for Ehadadi when the wingman slashes and then passes back to the cutting center. Not able to get the basket to fall inside for Kudus that time, and here we go with Malaysia.
Chu Wei Hong to inbound the ball.
Kamrani sticking to Ma.
Teo.
Following him wherever he is.
Teo gets it back on the perimeter now. Shot clock down to 6 as he gets inside. That's a lovely pass, but rejected by Kudus.
That's what you call protecting the rim. Kudus, that's what he does best. Playing defense in the interior.
And from the corner, it's knocked down by Nikal Balrami, who has started with the hot hand. 9 points early on for him, and Iran have 18 already.
Barami 2 out of 8 from the 3-point distance in that game against India.
And they're caught again here. It should be another simple basket here for Iran to move on to 20 after just 5 minutes and 20 seconds.
Turnovers killing Malaysia very early in this game. We did note that they had 26 miscues in that 71-point loss to Japan yesterday.
The 3 off the mark for them. Their struggles continue. They've still only hit 1 field goal, Malaysia. 1 of 9 from the field to start this game. And just 2 points in the opening 5 minutes and 40 seconds. As we have a timeout, we knew it was going to be tough for Malaysia. It's got a lot tougher over the course of the opening 5.5 minutes. They're down 2-20 as they call timeout. First game of the day here on game day 3 at the 2015 FIBA Asia Championships, and the reigning champions are on a roll, looking to go 3-0, already secured top spot in the group. Malaysia already bottom and really struggling here. They're short-handed and they're short of points, just 2 in the opening 5.5 minutes. Iran have exploded for 20 from the start. The first game today, and Malaysia yet to wake up.
And we saw clips there of the walking wounded, or rather the sitting wounded of Malaysia. Man down with a sprained ankle, Ivan Yo, their leading scorer, not able to play. in this game. He had 18 points in Malaysia's first game in the competitions in that loss to India. Has not played since.
Turnover from Iran after the missed three-pointer from Malaysia.
Sahakian on the floor here for Iran. Another new player on the floor is Mahsha Yeki.
Malaysia have taken more shots so far, just 1 of 10 from the field, but Iran are 2 of 9, of 7 of 9, I beg your pardon. They've only missed 2 of 9. Another turnover, that's their 8th of the game. And Iran will come forward again for another simple 2. Masha Iki puts it in, and the lead has grown to 20.
Iran pouring it on in terms of turnover points. They're creating situations where they can score easy baskets in transition.
Teo. They'll take their time here with Ma. Shot clock down to 7 as he backs up, then looks to pull up for the 3. Almost backed it in. They'll take anything they can get at the moment. Kamrani comes forward, wide open in the corner. Back to Kamrani for 3. And it's 25 points in less than 7 minutes for Iran.
Sharing the basketball that time. Sahakian passed off the 3-point shot and then gave the ball back to Kamrani for the easy 3.
Pass inside and the attempt over the hoop. Kamrani comes away with it again. Lovely play to get away. They're queuing up here as Masha Iki takes it back. Kamrani faked the pass to the corner, looks to drive inside, and then a foul called on Teo.
Iran always catching Malaysia on the wrong foot. Watch it right here. And in between the legs, what a pass, or rather what a dribble by Kamrani, showing his dexterity. His court vision is impeccable. And this is what we expected right at the top of our coverage. We were saying that Coach Dirk Bowerman was going to experiment with different combinations. We're seeing that right now.
Kamrani for 3. That one in and out, offensive board, and put back in by Hassan Zada, the team's leading scorer. First points today, but leading scorer over the first 2 games. It's a 25-point lead now.
You know, it might be a rest day here for Ehadadi. We haven't seen him play.
Oh, that nice one shot goes down, nothing but net as Malaysia get just their 2nd field goal of the contest. Their first from the outside. Hassan Zada with the hesitation, gets the defense up in the air and then just puts it in.
He's been such an efficient player for Iran, Hassan Zada. Can you imagine 78% field goal shooting? Iran's last game against India for Hassan Zada. Now Mahek, a jump shot earlier. Let's see if he can get back on the board.
Here's Ma looking to attack inside this time as it knocked away. Here come Iran on the charge again, going all the way to finish is Masha Iki.
Oh, the quickness of Masha Iki. Sprinting up court ahead of the Malaysian defenders.
Hanging that one up, difficult shot won't go. Rebound grabbed by Sahakian. Final 90 seconds of the first quarter. Kamrani so quick up court.
Oh, this is
almost
relentless
running
pressure.
into the back of Kwan.
Always looking to play with pace. Iran running up and down the court. 31 points already scored here in the first quarter. It's still 1:21 to go, and they continue to pile up the points inside.
Yeah,
it's an inside-outside attack.
Masha Iki now has 6. 3 of 3 from the field. Iran's impressive offensive quarter continues.
And I would imagine the field goal percentage must be, what, over 60%?
Oh, the field goal percentage, I think, is over 80%.
Oh my gosh, it's almost like they're shooting free throws.
Here they come again, Masha Iki moves it on, there's the fast break, there's another easy basket, this time for Sahakian. They are 12 of 13 inside.
Touch passing, Dabarpana, unselfish basketball being played by Iran. There's the pass back.
Malaysia going high off the glass, no look for them on the bounce.
No second chance opportunity at all for Malaysia.
A rare mistake coming forward on the fast break as the long pass goes towards Hassan Zada. 30-point Iran lead, final seconds of the first quarter.
No opportunity to score in transition for Malaysia. And when they're playing the half court, they're going up against the size of Iran. Makes it more difficult for Malaysia to execute its offense.
Another miss for them. 2 of 17 from the field as a team in the quarter. That one won't quite go down for Kamrani at the buzzer. They ran 14 of 17 from the field over the first 10 minutes. They lead by 30 at the end of one, 35-5, led by the 9 points of Nikal Bahrami.
And here we go with the stats. So far, Malaysia shooting only 12% from 2-point distance. What about the rebounding story? A huge discrepancy, 14-2. In the turnovers, Malaysia with 9 turnovers, but Iran uncharacteristically with 6 miscues so far in this game. And I would think that would be because of the new combinations that Coach Dirk Barman is experimenting with, opening the game here with unlikely starters. In Jack Chali, for instance, Haddadi still not playing, and what a dribble here in between the legs of the opponent, not in between his legs. Kamrani, the dexterity of the point guard. And here you go with that turnaround jump shot at the baseline by Malaysia. Haddadi, you see him there enjoying the action on the bench. Scoring inside, scoring outside. There's Malaysia with a rare 3-point shot. They've had 2 field goals only in this game. I don't even think they've gone to the foul line at all.
No free throws from Malaysia, just 2 field goals from 17 attempts. Kamrani knocking that one down for Iran, has 5 points. Iran have got 6 players with 4 points or more, and led by the 9 points of Nikal Bahrami. The number 4, Masha Iki, has 6, 3 of 3 from the field. And gets more minutes here.
Points from turnovers in the first quarter, 14-0. The advantage going to Iran. And those turnovers of Malaysia, 9 in total, generating 14 turnover points scored by Iran.
Nikal Bahrami pulls up. Can't hit the first shot of the second quarter. Su comes away with the rebound.
It's going to be target practice here for Bahrami. His shots are not being contested, but he needs to be able to be more consistent in drilling that outside bomb.
Wide open 3 from the corner. They have to take opportunities like that when they come along, and they do, as it's knocked down by Ma.
And he's not going to miss. If you don't challenge that shot, Ma was 3 out of 9 from 3-point distance in the last game of Malaysia.
Davapana moving the ball into the corner, driving inside, but missing is Sahakian. Knocked away, another turnover for Malaysia. Back out to Nikal Bahrami, passes up the opportunity to shoot the 3 this time. Masha Iki recovers on the perimeter. Davapana, the crossover, and then knocks it down.
Tough shot there by Davapana. Had to improvise a little bit, but getting the ball to fall inside.
Ma hit that 3-pointer on the last offensive possession for Malaysia. He's going to try another one here. It's well short this time.
You know, what you like about Iran is that they're playing relentless basketball, and it doesn't matter which opponent that they're facing, whether it's a lightweight opponent or a heavyweight. Iran is playing the same kind of consistent game that Coach Dirk Barman wants them to employ. It's that discipline that we're seeing Iran playing with. Makes them a cut over the rest.
We talked about that in the first 2 games for Iran. Even when they have a big lead, they are just organs blazing all the time, and this tremendous offensive performance continues as they hit 40 points inside of 12 minutes.
Davapana with the outside bomb. Now you've got the big man of Malaysia bringing the ball up court to avoid the pressure defense on the point guard.
And they are driving inside with Yek. Another miss from Malaysia. Now a quarterback pass forward, it's off the mark.
Hassan Zadeh apologizes to his teammates. That pass a little bit too strong here for Mashayeki. And here's Mehdi Kamrani on the bench. What a luxury here for Iran to play a lot of reserves, giving them a lot of minutes, making them gain confidence. You'll never know who's going to be called up for duty when the big games come around ahead in the FIBA Asia Championships.
Over to the corner, high catch. Done well to escape on the baseline, try and get a good look from mid-range.
Oh, opportunity for Malaysia to score in the putback. Then you have to like the way Iran closes in down the baseline, avoiding any opportunity for Malaysia to score.
Hassanzadeh out to the perimeter, they move it around for the three for Davapana.
Davapana has hit his last 3 attempts.
A quick fire, 8 points for him, coming off the bench.
So he's certainly become an offensive option as well.
The number 8 takes it back again.
3-on-1 situation. Ashayeki scoring on the layup.
Might have been a 3-on-1 situation, but Su, the player for Malaysia there, had given up, wasn't going to make a challenge. And Malaysia are making no challenge whatsoever at the moment. They found it so difficult. 3 of 23 from the field. We knew it was going to be almost mission impossible. They can't get that one to drop. I don't think they could have expected a worse start than this, though. Even going up against the reigning champions, and it continues. A chance at a 3-point play for Hassanzadeh.
So efficient, using his power and his height to score easily underneath the basket. I thought last time out for Malaysia, they did a good job of bringing the ball closer to the basket, because you see Iran's defense extending. Here's the pass back to Hassanzadeh, and putting the ball on the floor with the up fake, and then the score from close range. Hassanzadeh, the leading scorer of the Iranian national basketball team, despite the fact that they've got those 3 veteran scorers in Haddadi, Kamrani, and Barami.
48 points for Iran. Nice pass, but forced away from the baseline.
And you have to admire the recovery. And then the on-ball defense by Iran. There's the outside shot. Not there.
Miss from downtown, they can't save it on the baseline. 2 of 13 from 3-point range, Malaysia. They've taken plenty of them. The chance for Iran to hit the half-a-century mark with still more than half of the second quarter remaining. They'll try it from the outside and then try and save it, but Hassanzadeh fails in that respect.
And constantly shuffling his players is Coach Dirk Barman. Kamrani is back in the ball game. And that luxury Malaysia does not have, because they're playing with a decimated lineup.
Su. Malaysia now 4 minutes without a score at all.
There's the high ball screen for him. Not able to take advantage. No pass to the roller. Oh, just one-on-one action by Malaysia.
They can't end the drought. And Iran, the points continue to flow for them. Not this time, though. Hassanzadeh lost the handle on the ball.
Well, a couple of turnovers here.
Looked like they were going to get to 50 points around a minute ago. They've made it difficult for themselves for Iran, throwing the ball away a few times.
Still a lot of basketball time left here in this quarter. 5 minutes to go. Already 48 points on the board for Iran.
They won't be happy with 8 turnovers in the opening 15 minutes, though.
They had 6 in the first period. On-ball pressure defense here by Kamrani. Getting that ball loose, and then another steal.
Davapana driving forward as it knocked away. Still going to be Iran ball.
Small lineup on the floor here for Iran. So you expect them to, again, play pressure defense, create turnovers, score in transition.
Hassanzadeh able to get away from 2 under the basket, but couldn't finish, couldn't get the roll. They're stuck on 48 still. I think it's the longest dry spell in the game so far for Iran.
Open shot, but not there for Malaysia.
Davari hands it off to Kamrani. Kamrani looking to direct traffic. Gets it back from Shamshidi, and he's going to shoot the three.
Hassanzadeh was providing the high pick that time. Offensive rebound for him. Missing, getting his own rebound, finishing.
Getting to go at the second attempt. Hassanzadeh, he now has 9, and Iran now have 50 after 16 minutes of play. Tong on the perimeter, taking his time, moving it to Ma. Ma's going to pull up with a three. Short from him. He's got 6 of their 8 points. They've only got 2 players who've scored, Malaysia. Tavapana across to the far side. Jamshidi looking to drive in. Aggressive move, another offensive board, and put back in again from Hassanzadeh, who becomes the first player to move into double figures, and he's close to a double-double already, 11 points and 8 rebounds.
That height advantage of Hassanzadeh is just so overpowering. Nobody able to challenge him when he goes up for the rebound. Sometimes he doesn't even get off his feet, as in that situation, getting the defensive rebound, and Kamrani missing, but getting his own rebound.
High off the glass, can't finish the second time either. Hassanzadeh, 11 points, 9 rebounds in just 9 minutes on court. Looks like it could be the quickest double-double of the tournament. And Iran leading 52-8. We'll call a timeout with 3 minutes and 4 seconds of the first half to play. What's the coach going to be saying in this timeout?
Well, I think Coach Dirk Barman wasn't happy with the way Iran was executing its offense the last couple of times down the floor, especially when Kamrani came crashing in and not able to hit the basket, getting the offensive rebound, but not passing the ball. I think what he wants is a little bit more ball movement, because that's what he wants with new players on the floor like Dabarpana now, Hassanzadeh, Kamrani, Jamshidi, Sahakian. Those are the guys, the 5 on the floor here for Iran. So he wants better ball movement to get higher percentage shots. They've been missing, they've been throwing the ball over. They have this huge 52-8 lead. They want to make sure that they play the kind of precision, offense and defense, that Coach Dirk Barman wants.
There's the strive for perfection from the reigning champions here on game day 3 at the 2015 FIBA Asia Championships. They're certainly going to go to 3-0. And he doesn't want them to take their foot off the pedal.
Well, sterling credentials here for Coach Dirk Barman. You remember, of course, the 2006 World Championships, Dirk Nowitzki played for Germany. Dirk Barman was the coach. They finished 8 out of 24. Also in the 2008 Olympics, Dirk Barman coached Germany. Dirk Nowitzki was also in that lineup. They finished 10th out of 12.
So much respect for the head coach of Iran. The players are certainly responding to his leadership. Even when they have a big lead like this, they very rarely let things slip. And a shot clock violation as they keep up the intensity on defense. No look for Malaysia right now.
A great defense by Iran, the way they extended the defense towards the perimeter. No chance for Malaysia to even put the ball anywhere close to the basket, forcing a 24-second violation.
Davari, he's going to try the three. Davari knocks it down, nothing but net, his first score of the game.
Drawing applause here from Coach Dirk Barman on the bench, and applause from the other players, because seldom see some of the players here score for Iran, but now getting an opportunity to shine. Davari with the outside shot.
Malaysia will keep prodding and probing. Ma puts it up, can't hit, they're stuck on 8 points. Davari come away with it across half court, waiting for the cavalry to arrive. It comes in the form of Kamrani, on by Yak Charlie. Davari trying to move it on to Kamrani, knocked away. Wonderfully saved by Yak Charlie. They've still got 10 seconds to work with. That just says it all about this Iran team. The hustle play, already up by nearly 50 points, and now they are up by 50 points as Kamrani knocks down the three.
You know, that ball was going towards the backcourt when it was saved by Yak Charlie, so brilliant play there. All court hustle here by Iran. Every player contributing.
And of course, they're playing for minutes, these players on court as well, and that they want to be more involved in the games as the tournament advances. It's a chance to send a message to the coach.
What you're seeing here is a lot of conviction from every single player from Iran, not just the key players, but also the reserves. The way they gang rebound, everybody going to the boards, everybody playing defense, covering for each other, closing out. And Karduz even banging the ball on the rim after getting that rebound. Nice heel job. Who's going to stop him inside?
Produced with showmanship at one end and then the finish at the other.
Such a massive presence in the interior is Karduz. And notice, Tim, that Iran is not using the twin towers in combination, that they're using the big guys alternating for each other rather than in combination. And that's to give an opportunity for the small players to come in, for the wing players to do their job.
Biggest defeat of the tournament so far. Malaysia's 71-point loss to Japan yesterday. They are down by 52 in the first half here. It may be more than that. Off the mark though from the outside by Nikhil Bahrami.
Malaysia ball.
Jamshidi, the man who comes into the game.
Again, it's that extension of the defense preventing Malaysia from even getting any situation close to the basket. 7 seconds, and still the ball is outside, forced to take an outside shot, and a poor one.
Rebound grabbed by Charlie. And here they come quickly up court. There's the trail, and there's the big finish from Kudus.
Lovely play there for Iran, getting the ball in the hands of the big guy, and you want him dunking the ball for emphasis.
What a half for Iran. 62-8 the lead behind 11 points and 9 rebounds from Hassan Zada. This big finish to put the exclamation mark on the half from the number 12, Kudus. They have done it all. They have 5 players close to double figures, and you can see they are not willing to let this one go. Relentless. Iran lead at the half, 62-8 over Malaysia.
Unbelievable performance here by Iran in terms of defense, just holding Malaysia to 8 points. Yesterday, Malaysia scored 9 points in one quarter against Japan, but 23 at the half. Take a look at the percentages here from 2-point distance. Only 2% for Malaysia. Rebounding story has been just dominant here for Iran, 29-9. The turnovers too many against Malaysia, and the steals 12 for Iran. That pressure defense providing the opportunity to get a lot of steals. And the game leader so far, 6 for Malaysia. Hassan Zadeh, as usual, leading the charge for Iran in the scoring, and he also leads the charge in terms of rebounding with 9. And there you go with the top scores. Can you imagine the score? 62-8. And only 2 players have scored for Malaysia.
Since when have you seen a score graphic like that where they can't even fill it out with 3 players?
It's just so lopsided, this game. And the rebounding leaders, only 3 rebounds, the high for any Malaysian player in this game so far. And if you're Iran, you've got to like this attitude, the effort being shown. It doesn't matter which opponent you're facing. You play with the same kind of consistency, and the intensity level has been very high here for Iran. And this is a clinic. I think this is for all basketball scholars to appreciate. The defense has been relentless.
Appreciated the display from the reigning champions here. They won't be happy with the turnovers. We see one of them there. I think they had 8 turnovers, was it, in that first half? That's something they'll want to improve on.
And the reaction here from the Filipino coach, Paul Advincula of Malaysia, after another poor play by Malaysia. And this was a hustle play by Yakchali, preventing that ball, going to the backcourt, preserving the possession, and then Kamrani hitting the outside shot. He's been offense-minded, and Haddadi has not even played a single second. Was he yawning or was just cheering his players on? Whichever, he's certainly enjoying himself on the bench.
Iran lead 62-8 at the half. Join us again for the second half in around 10 minutes' time.
金鸟海国际队，巴北印度国际航业亚锦赛口服内场
观众朋友们，2015国际男联亚洲篮球锦标赛有感谢以上合手在这里支持，他们是。
Ladies and gentlemen, 2015 FIBA Asia Championship is brought to you by the following marketing partners:
中国乐团起亚、
UYA Media,
百岁山、
Tencent,
银鹤体育、
Intersport,
日本航空公司、
Japan Airlines,
国腾、
Oz,
金鹤体育、
Big Sports,
天梭、
Diesel,
湖南省世纪邦有限公司、
Hunan Green Group,
吉祥人寿保险品牌有限公司、
Jixiang Life Insurance Company,
五矿地产国人开发有限公司、
New Metals Property Hunan Development Corporation,
大连华尔山生物科技发展有限公司、
Dalian Huarshan Biotechnology Development Corporation,
温哥水带电动汽车股份有限公司、
Hunan CRRC Science Electric Power Corporation,
湖南省建筑中国集团有限公司、
Hunan Construction Group,
湖南武汉体育实业发展集团有限公司、
Hunan Highway Sports Industry Development Group,
华润雪花啤酒中国有限公司。
China Resources Snow Breweries,
同时，我们还要向以下方面表示感谢，他们是
and also we thank all the following official partners:
国际篮球联盟会、
FIBA,
中国篮球协会、
China Basketball Association,
湖南省人民政府、
People's Municipal Government of Hunan Province,
湖南省体育局、
Hunan Sports Bureau,
湖南体育产业集团有限公司、
Hunan Sports Industry Group,
体坛传媒集团股份有限公司、
Hunan Media Group Corporation,
长沙民政职业经济学院、
Changsha Social Work College,
中南林业科技大学。
Dallas University of Forestry and Technology.
我们还要向观众2015国际篮联亚洲篮球锦标赛的大力表示感谢。
And thank you very much, all the media.
然后在中场休息的时间里，将您的目光投向我们场馆的大屏幕。大屏幕当中现在正在为您打出的是双方国内上半场的数据统计的情况。 我们会跟队长一起来看双方下半场比赛。我们在这里先做一个简单的解释。我们的伊朗队身上身着的黑颜色的飞鲨树叶的纪念，在昨天发生于。
Welcome back to Changsha. Iran putting on a clinic on game day 3 of the 2015 FIBA Asia Championship, 62-8. They lead Malaysia at the start of the second half, a 54-point differential. And already 5 players on or near double figures. And a turnover from the start here for Malaysia. We've been frantically scrambling through past results of past tournaments to find the biggest winning margins. These two have been involved in some huge differentials over the last couple of tournaments. 2013, a 90-point win for Iran over Malaysia, 115-25, an 85-point win in 2011, 121-36. And at the moment, a 54-point advantage as Malaysia struggle to get the first points on the board in the second half. Iran looking to make it the biggest winning margin in this tournament for at least the last 3 editions of the competition. They get the first points of the second half with Kadoost.
Well, Tim, trend doesn't look good here for Malaysia because, as you cited, in 2011, they scored only 36 points against Iran, and Malaysia scored only 25 points against Iran in 2013. So the trend is going down here for Malaysia. The question is, will they be able to score at least 30 points in this game? So far, 10. And Kamrani, now he's in double figures.
Malaysia at least hit double figures as a team, but now 2 in double figures individually for Iran. Kamrani joining Hassan Zada. Back-to-back baskets from Malaysia. Kwan knocks that one down. First time in the game they've done that.
And back in the first half, we noticed how many turnovers that Iran forced on Malaysia. Iran scoring 21 turnover points as against none for Malaysia, despite the fact, Tim, that Iran had 8 turnovers, Malaysia failing to capitalize on the miscues that they forced on Iran.
We've talked a lot about the poor shooting percentages for Malaysia. Kwan had missed his first 9 shots of the game before hitting that one. Kamrani going to take on the 3. His shooting percentages are pretty good. 4 of 9 from the field now, and he moves on to 13 points.
He looks like he's gotten the green light here from Coach Dirk Bowerman. And it's good to see Kamrani get involved in the offense a little bit more, because down the road here in the FIBA Asia Championships, you want Kamrani to be fully loaded to ease the pressure from Haddadi and Barami. Talking about Barami, watch him.
Here comes Kamrani again, lays it up and in. What a scoring burst from him at the start of the second half.
Right now he's leading Iran in scoring with 15 points.
3 field goals for Malaysia in the opening 2.5 minutes of the second half. That's as many as they had in the whole of the first half.
Oh, what a seal job here from Kadoost. And there's no denial defense. And there's no pressure on the man who's throwing the entry pass.
The 3 for Malaysia, so they're picking up the scoring. They're chasing down that 25 points they had in 2013 and looking to make sure this isn't a record defeat.
And Ma already with 11 points in this game.
Kadoost looking to spin and is fouled.
Iran looking at Kadoost for the points. They want to get him involved. They want to get him active. They want his confidence level high. Doesn't look like Haddadi is going to play at all in this game. Afag also didn't play in the entire first half. Yakchali, we all remember him for what he did in the first half, saving that possession when the ball was just about close to going towards the backcourt, and Iran getting close to being slapped with a backcourt violation, but saving it by diving on the floor. That kind of attitude is what makes you appreciate the discipline of the Iranian national basketball team. Haddadi, we're just talking about him, applauding his reliever, Kadoost. On the line, the left-handed Kadoost.
We were talking about that hustle play at half-time. Despite all the scoring of Iran, that's the one play that really sums this team up. the character, the fight of champions. And they get another chance here off the foul as Kardust draws some contact. It's on Kwan.
And Kardust is going to go back to the line. What about the entry pass? It wasn't the high entry pass. It was a roller on the floor. And Malaysia not quick enough to be able to pick up that pass. A roller, it wasn't even a bounce pass. Check that. The foul is, no, I thought Kamrani was trying to do a switch. And he went up to the foul line. Hoping that he could take the free throws. Realizing, of course, that Kardust was 1 out of 2 last time out.
Hits the first this time.
Davari ready to check in.
Can't get that one, so he splits a couple from the line again. 75 points for Iran. They're chasing down records here as Tong gets on the ball for Malaysia. They've shown a big improvement already in the second half. More points in this half than in the whole of the first half. As they put it up from the corner, that one's short from Chu. Nikhil Bahrami, and then pulling up is Kamrani for the 3, short that time. Knocked into the hands of Yak Charlie.
Charlie very active in grabbing those loose balls on rebound situations. And what a getaway here by Nikhil Bahrami.
77 for him now, and the lead is 60 for Iran. Chu. Tong.
Ma is the leading scorer.
They'll try a 3 again, short this time. Offensive board though for Malaysia.
And what made that offensive board possible was Kardust was forced to play outside.
Kwan misses high off the glass. There's the cross-court pass, and then look to touch it back into the centre, deflected away and out of bounds.
There's Hassan Zadeh checking in for Kardust. So new man on the floor here for Iran. Constantly shuffling his players, Coach Dirk Bowerman. Offensive rebound. Shot clock continuing because the ball didn't hit the rim.
Kamrani short, grabs his own rebound, looks to put it back in. Another offensive board.
Yeah, so many second chance opportunities, Tim, here for Iran. Just dominating the boards.
It's going to be a 3 for Davari. Short on that one. Another offensive rebound, Hassan Zadeh. This time, and eventually Malaysia are able to grab it.
There's a screen provided by Kwan.
Here he is again, backing in, able to twist away. Lovely move from Kwan, who's picked up the scoring here.
And you notice that Kwan trying to invite the big man, Hassan Zadeh, outside to defend him, but Iran didn't bite.
Nice move from Kamrani, but he couldn't get the roll. Agonising as the ball dropped the wrong side of the rim as far as he's concerned. Another offensive rebound and another foul. Kwan incidentally missed his first 9 shots in the game. He's now hit his last 2.
There's the foul right there after Hassan Zadeh took control of the rebound. And Malaysia now in the penalty situation. Iran has not even given up a single foul in this quarter. We asked the question earlier, will Malaysia be able to score at least 30 points in this game? Well, it could be on track. They've got 19 so far. Still 4 minutes to go here in this quarter.
Over to the far side, Masha Iki puts it in from the outside, and Iran have 80 points.
Here's the outside shot.
Might have had a foot on the line, in fact. I think it would have been a 2. Davari moved in by Masha Iki into the centre. Back out Sahakian, and then around the perimeter from Davari. In the corner off the mark. This time Malaysia get a defensive rebound and a chance in transition, but knocked away from Su.
That defensive pressure by Iran forcing the turnover. Almost a transition opportunity for Malaysia. Su apologized to the bench. Now they're playing a 2-3 zone defense, Malaysia is.
Davari intercepted by Tong. And that's a turnover.
That's right. That's what you don't do, a cross-court pass against the zone defense. Oh, nice
that's
pass.
a wonderful pass, and Su Eng Heng puts the finishing touches on the highlight reel assist.
So bright moments here for Malaysia in the second half. Again, going with 2-3 zone defense.
They've really picked it up here. Hassan Zada has been picking it up all game long. 13 points and 13 rebounds now for a double-double.
Iran putting on a clinic on how to beat the zone defense without having to go to the outside shot. And on the other end, Malaysia getting away with a layup.
Just 8 points in the whole of the first half. They've had 15 in 7 minutes in the second. Across to this near side to Masha Iki, who's in double figures, steps inside, kicks it back over to the far side to Yak Charlie. Masha Iki's going to take on the outside shot again. Hassan Zada didn't touch the rim, puts it up at the end of the shot clock, gets a fresh 14 now, and then gets fouled.
Watching right here, the offensive rebound by Hassan Zada. Then trying to carve space. And finally a foul by Tong, preventing the layup. Now in the penalty situation is Malaysia, but that was also in the act of shooting.
So Hassan Zada at the line, 13 points and 9 boards in game 1. 5 of 7 from the field, followed by 18 points in just 15 minutes yesterday off 8 of 12 shooting. It's going to be far more impressive here today to continue his impressive start to the tournament. 15 points and 15 rebounds in just around 12 minutes on court today.
Nice stroke for a big man, 2 out of 2 from the line.
Now Iran, 61.
Now the small lineup here with Iran, putting some pressure on the ball carrier, looking to trap. Big man with the ball.
Tong driving into the paint, knocked away by Hassan Zada, able to recover, back out to the outside. They got a piece on the 3. Now they'll put it up from mid-range, a miss, and Hassan Zada with another rebound. And a turnover from Iran. Davari threw it into Malaysian hands, and here they come on the fast break.
And that's the first team foul given up by Iran, and Malaysia will go to the line. Malaysia has really had to work extra hard for its baskets. And, you know, you lose a little bit of your speed when you're looking back at where your defense is coming from.
This is a very good quarter for them. 15 points and a chance to add more. They missed the first one from the line, though.
Malaysia only 8 points in the entire first half of this game.
And double that now in 8 minutes of the third quarter.
Tong has 3 points in the game.
16 here in the second half already.
A little bit of pressure on the defense here by Malaysia, but no problem crossing the timeline here by Iran.
Hassan Zada able to turn away, lay it up and in. 17 points and 15 rebounds for the number 9.
That's the side where he likes to operate, the left side, able to turn the corner easily. Hassan Zada.
Chew off the mark with the 3. And shooting just 15% from three-point range.
Again,
Malaysia.
Excellent position for the offensive rebound, and he will not score, but he will go to the line.
He goes back to the line again. They're going to get there time and time again now.
Excellent position on the weak side here for Hassan Zadeh, getting the offensive rebound on the left side, carving space, and then moving towards his right to try to get the score. No layup for him, but he'll go to the line. Such a dominant force inside, even without Ehdade playing in this game. A huge 62-point advantage for Iran over Malaysia.
And unless they give Hassan Zada a rest for the entirety of the fourth quarter, it could easily be a 20-20 game for him. This is the first foul shot here, though. 17 points and 16 rebounds at the moment.
One of the key players of Iran who really hasn't shown too much in this game is Sahakian. He's been in and out of the ball game, giving an opportunity for the others, the reserves, to get minutes here for Iran. But he's on the floor right now, Sahakian. One of the all-purpose players.
One more to his tally, 4 of 5 from the line now, 7 of 11 from the field for 18 points. Final minute of the third quarter. It's been a much improved third quarter from Malaysia. Chu turning away on the baseline and then laying it up and in.
Nice way to evade the defense. Obviously, Iran is not going to double team anyone on the Malaysian side.
Tavari across to Inki. Waits for the screen from Hassanzadeh, who moves inside, receives it now against the double team, and he's fouled again. So the game's leading scorer back to the foul line and a chance to move on to 20 points.
Nice high-low play that time. You have Hassanzadeh cutting strong towards the hole, getting the ball without having to put it on the floor, and then using his size to draw the contact going upstairs.
18 points yesterday for Hassanzadeh. That one makes it 19 today, his best scoring game of the tournament.
We'll notice that nice stroke from Hassanzadeh from the free throw line for a big man. It's 2 for 2 for him.
That one makes it 20 points in the ballgame. The lead is 63. Final seconds of the third as Iran take it back comfortably.
Again, the anticipation of passing lanes, where that pass is going to. Iran doing a good job playing that defense.
Tavari hesitated on the three, took it on the second time, and knocked it down.
Malaysia needs to speed it up. They want to take the last shot of this quarter.
He's got a couple of seconds to take the shot, and they're not going to get it away. A much improved third quarter, though, after just 8 points in the whole of the first half. Malaysia will be happy with an 18-point output in the third, but they still trail by a huge deficit here. Iran would have been hoping to chase down a record win. Malaysia have made it difficult for them to do that, but they're still firmly in control and lead 92 to 26 at the end of 3.
Well, Malaysia scored only 25 points against Iran in the 2013 FIBA Asia Championships, so now they're one up as far as that score is concerned. You take a look at the three-point advantage here of Iran, already with 9 from three-point distance and only 3 for Malaysia. Rebounding story has been a huge edge for Iran. That's plus 29. In terms of turnovers, Malaysia 19, but uncharacteristically, Iran with 11 miscues in this game. But what about those 14 steals of Iran so far? And in the third quarter, you see the shooters of Malaysia getting untracked. Ma unloading, player number 20 with 11 points so far in this contest. And the sitting wounded here of Malaysia, Ivan Yo, the leading scorer, not able to play. Cardouz with a two-handed slammer. Haddadi still not able to play or will not play in this game. He will rest. And then the floater coming from the big man of Malaysia. Number 13 man, Kawan. Hassanzadeh has been a force in the interior. .92 points scored by Iran over 3 quarters. In the 2013 edition, the margin of difference was it 90 points that Iran beat Malaysia?
90 points in 2013, 85 points in 2011. Malaysia hit 25 points 2 years ago. They've surpassed that already. And after that big third quarter here, they've reached 26, so it doesn't look like it's going to be their worst defeat.
So there's been a history between these two teams over the last 2 FIBA Asia Championships. Iran hoping to be able to improve on their performance over those last 2 stagings, and so far so good. 26 points already scored. That's 1 over what they scored in total against Iran in 2013. Talking about Malaysia, which is a very young team, rebuilding and preparing for the 2017 Southeast Asian Games, which Kuala Lumpur will be hosting.
26-point Iran leads here at the start of the fourth quarter. Offensive board for Kurduz, puts it in and adds to the tally.
And that time it wasn't just the height of Kurduz, but his width that made that possible. Didn't have to jump in getting the offensive rebound.
So a shot of the quarter off the mark for Malaysia. And Iran coming down court quickly. Davari moves it to the corner. Masha Iki will take on the three and nail the three. An incisive Iran give Malaysia another mauling.
Well, in the third quarter, we saw Iran going a lot to the inside with Kurduz and Hassanzadeh. But here in this quarter, I think you're seeing more Iran outside shooting. But here's an attack. Here's a score from Malaysia.
Iran looking to move on to a century of points right towards the start of the fourth quarter. They'll take the two inside with Hassanzadeh, who continues to do the damage, 22 points in the game.
Now, this is the combination that Coach Dirk Bowerman has used in the previous games when Ehadadi is sitting down. Hassanzadeh and Kurduz playing together. The big twin towers.
Malaysia looking to score again, do make it back-to-back baskets and hit 30. And now they're chasing down that 36-point tally they had in the big defeat to Iran in 2011.
Oh, look at that seal job. It's going to be an offensive foul against Kurduz, pushing off Kwan in trying to get inside position. Here's that pass inside to Hassan, or rather, that was, yes, Hassanzadeh scoring on the inside off that pass.
Hassanzadeh 8 of 12 from the field now for that game-high 22. 16 rebounds as well. Had a hand in the face of his opponent there, but able to knock it down was Mack.
Coach Dirk Bowerman probably unhappy with that situation because Kurduz, despite his size, not able to stop that shot from falling.
And it is a century of points, 102 now, as Davapana knocks it down from the outside and the massacre of Malaysia continues. 70-point game as well, knocked away. They're looking for another steal here, and they grab it with Masha Iki, but they can't get what would have been a simple two.
That would have been a slam dunk for sure there by Hassanzadeh. But a miscue by Iran, something that Iran will need to work on. Some unusual turnovers being forced here by Malaysia against Iran.
Knocked away from behind by Masha Iki.
Ran out of space, however, Malaysia will regain possession.
There's that characteristic hustle from Iran again. Even in this commanding position.
It's just relentless pressure. And Malaysia, did you see what he did? He bounced the ball off the back of the Iranian player. Trick, however, didn't work because Ma wanted an opportunity to score off that trick from the inbound.
Shot clock down to 4. It's knocked away by Davapana. Still going to be Malaysia ball. 7 minutes and 15 to play. The lead is 70. Put up from a couple of feet back beyond the arc, off the mark, and rebound grabbed by Masha Iki.
Masha Iki, what a leap to get that rebound. And here's another turnover.
A little overzealous in transition, perhaps, Masha Iki that time.
Well, that's a huge 70-point advantage enjoyed by Iran. But if you're Coach Dirk Bowerman, you're looking at all these mistakes that are being committed by Iran.
There's Ma moving the ball inside. That's a nice pass to the baseline. Lovely finish from Chu.
It's interesting that Malaysia is able to get some shots to fall inside close to the basket despite the presence of Hassanzadeh and Kurduz.
And
here's
towards the low post,
yeah.
Kurduz puts it in. It's a 70-point game again.
That's when you rely on your size and your power to get the easy 2 points inside.
Ma. Matt taking over, handing the ball off to Chu. 6 left on the shot clock. Chu looking to get inside, able to spin away and into the lane. Nice move, but he can't get the difficult shot to drop.
Well, Chu had a mismatch that time in the one-on-one action.
Here comes the game's leading scorer again, Hassan Zada, relentless as he continues the charge.
You know, he's got that agility and a nice step in to create that space for him to score unmolested, close to the basket.
Tong. Across to the near side now to Chu. He's going to try the three. Little short. Another rebound for Cardoust.
And we were earlier talking about Hassan Zada. You know, what he doesn't have is the nice turnaround jump shot of Ehaddadi. Cardoust, a power rebound and a power move inside.
That's two more to his tally. And the lead has grown to 74. 16 points now for him.
You got the big men of Iran showing different styles of play. The power move of Cardoust, the steal job, and here Malaysia. Again trying to go one-on-one. Chu failing to score. Beautiful bounce back.
Fizzed into the path of Yang Charlie, who's left with the simple layup.
Mashieki doing a great job of orchestrating here for Iran. And keeping Kamrani on the bench, Jamshiri's coming in.
110 points for Iran with 4 minutes and 43 to play. Here they come looking to add to that tally again. Towards the near corner, it was aimed for Shamshidi, knocked out of bounds.
Well, with Mashieki sitting down, gives an opportunity here for Yakchali to play the point guard position, giving him the responsibility of taking charge of orchestrating for Iran on the floor here by Coach Dirk Bauerman.
Several milestones to watch out for here, as well as looking for largest winning margins. The largest points tally of this tournament so far is the 119 that Japan got against Malaysia yesterday.
Malaysia still in the long court, trying to get the ball in the hands of Ma, but a miscue.
Malaysia have struggled to get to that 36-point mark that they had against Iran in 2011. A three from the far side off the mark. Chu grabs the rebound. Maybe they'll do that now.
Malaysia going back to a 2-3 zone defense. Chu, he's been in the attack lately, finally getting it to fall inside.
They do tie that tally from 2 Asian championships ago.
From 2011, that's right. They scored only 36 points against Iran.
Over to the far side, they look to get inside here. Iran, the pass to Cardoust, who's left with a simple finish.
Good balance, hanging in the air there for Cardoust, getting the 2 points. Now, any added score here for Malaysia will mean a new record for Malaysia in games against Iran as far as scoring is concerned over the last 2 FIBA Asia Championships. Could this be it? Yes, it is!
It is. Chu Wei Hong knocks it down from the outside, and who'd have thought it after 8 points in the first half, 31 now in the second.
Chu very active in scoring. Ma's been held to just 11 points. Chu now the high scorer for Malaysia with 13.
So it doesn't look like it'll be that record margin of victory, because Malaysia have really picked up their game in the second half as Hassan Zada gets in again, makes it 26 points for the game.
So an achievement of sorts here for Malaysia against mighty Iran. Here's Kwan with the steal, and there's a foul on Davarpana.
The difference is 71 right now. The victories in 2013 by 90 points and 2011 by 85 points when these two have met. The biggest win, actually, in recent times in the Asian Championships was a 91-point win. China beating Malaysia 113 to 22.
And Tim Chu hitting it again, this time from the outside. We did tell you to watch out for Chu. He had 10 points against Japan last night. Now he's got 16.
Cardoust gets in to answer back. Final 2 minutes of the game coming up. Difference is 74 again. Over to the near side to Chu. Behind the back, trying to free himself, puts up the long two, off balance, very nearly knocked it down. Iran with that 119 point target in mind, perhaps, to make it the biggest scoring game of the competition by any team out to the near side. They'll put it up for 3. They can't hit, but an offensive rebound, Yak Charlie, and a fresh 14. Yak Charlie is going to take on the 3 from the corner. Kudus grabs the rebound, gets inside but can't finish. And now, how about this for an easy basket? Well, don't speak too soon. Commentator's curse.
He bobbled. He gathered himself, but he failed to make the count.
That's not the way Malaysia want to finish the Asia Championship. Across to the far side, the 3 off the mark. Another offensive ball, completely unchallenged. Kudus looks to drive to the baseline, didn't need much driving and puts it in.
And he somersaults on the floor after scoring that basket.
Final minute of this one. And Malaysia have done well to surpass their 36-point tally of 2011. They've given it away, and now a chance for Iran to make this the biggest scoring performance of the Asia Championship so far, and they do, as Kudus puts it in, a chance at a 3-point play.
And what a back pass that time. Watch it right here. Look at that back pass, a no-looker, and that's a typical Iranian play. When the guard is penetrating, and he knows that behind him is this big guy ready to get the pass for a slam dunk. Kudus looking to add to his total. Hassanzadeh.
Offensive board again, Hassanzadeh
Just
puts
no
it in.
let up. Every opportunity that they have to score, they are just absolutely merciless.
It's 28 points and 18 rebounds for Hassanzadeh. 3 from the far side is short. Offensive rebound at the other end here. A fresh 14 to work with. Chu towards the paint. Very high off the glass. Iran will come away with it for the final shot of the game. Final 10 seconds. Mashaiki. And they will just hold it. They will dribble the ball out.
And they'll be satisfied with that margin of victory. 80 points, Tim.
The reigning champions on a roll at the Asia Championships in 2015 move to 3-0 and win the group with a record points tally of 122 at these championships. They only have one speed, and that is full throttle. The Iranians ignited by the 28 points and 18 rebounds of Hassanzadeh win it 122-42 over Malaysia.
6 players in double figures for Iran. A masterful performance, both in offense and in defense. There were some lapses. I thought they gave up too many turnovers for comfort, but you take a look at the 2-point percentage for Iran, 69%. They drilled in 11 3-pointers. In terms of rebounding, they had a 40 rebound advantage. Assists, so many passes, 25 dishes for Iran, leading to baskets. And in turnovers, this is the sore point. 15 turnovers for Iran against a team like Malaysia, and Malaysia with 23 miscues. So Coach Dirk Barman, I'm sure, will go to the locker room, review the tape, and find out where they're still able to improve. That's 122, I think it was 42 points. That's an 80-point margin, if I'm not mistaken. Was it 82?
We're seeing 40 to 122. I thought it was 42, but they won't argue too much about it.
Okay.
It's an 80 or 82-point winning margin. And there you see some of the rebound leaders. Hassanzadeh, that huge double-double, 28 points and 18 rebounds for him. And 6 of them in double figures for Iran. There was a bit of joy for Malaysia through that one. They managed to beat the tallies in 2013 and 2011 against Iran, surpassed the 36 points they scored against them in 2011 with 40 or 42 here. And that after just 8 points in the first half. If they could have put in that kind of performance in both halves, they would have been very, very happy with their performance.
That's true, but we're seeing wonderful images here of the game just past. That wonderful, or that beautiful dribble of Kamrani in between the legs of the opponent, not in between his legs. And then the dish for Karduz for the open slam dunk. We saw a lot of good passes, and Haddadi not playing a single second in this game, but enjoying himself on the bench. Kamrani with the dish. Kamrani was offense-minded, but in that situation, finding the big man for the open slammer. Oh, Haddadi was saying, no, I shouldn't hold on to the basketball. And, you know, Malaysia had some bright moments. There's Jamshidi waiting for his turn to check in. And then the miss, the botch, the bobble, the gathering, and then the miss on the layup. And you see smiling faces on the Iranian bench. Yakchalik scoring, Davenport, Pana, so many players scoring. 6 in double figures for Iran in this masterful victory.
An 82-point win, they take it 122-40.